Hey, you guys, welcome back to the Goodness Gracious Podcast, Season 41, Episode 22. Let's get into some all things housewives. Let's talk about the housewives and nothing but the housewives, because you guys already know I'm a housewives fanatic. So come on, y'all, let's get on into it. Let's talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, because Bette Midler, she wants a spot on the franchise. Okay, so let's get into this from the real reality junkie. Breaking news: Bette Midler is reportedly eyeing a spot on hashtag RHOBH. The legendary entertainer wants to bring her flair and charisma to the reality TV world. Will we see her stirring up drama in Beverly Hills? Stay tuned. I'm here for this. I am so here for this. I can see her, Sutton, and Kathy Hilton being a threesome, okay? And I don't mean a threesome in that way, but the new three amigas, for Beverly Hills and not OC, because OC used to have the three amigas. It used to be Shannon, Vicky, and Tamra, but Tamra dumped Vicky and Shannon, so now it's no more. So, but anyway, I think this would be great. I don't know a lot about Bette Midler's personal life. I don't know about her, her being married, her children and stuff like that. But she was one of my favorite singers when she sang "Wind Beneath My Wings." Yes. So I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And you know what it is? Bette Midler is a woman of a certain age. And so when you are a woman of a certain age, you don't got no filter, and you will tell people what it is. You call them out on their BS, and listen, you chalk it up as age, okay? Let's talk about the Real Housewives of Dubai. I feel like we don't talk about them because, I don't know. But anyway, they dropped their trailer like a couple of days ago. So season 2, I think it started in June. There's going to be some fallouts between besties, Lisa and Ayana, and we're going to see how that plays out. But it seems like Caroline Brooks is trying to get the party started with this franchise, okay? So she's been tweeting out some things, and we're going to get into what Caroline Brooks is saying about the new season, or season 2 of The Real Housewives of Dubai. She says, betrayal, betrayal. I see this word being tossed around very loosely. 1, I think about it. I was there. 2, things for sure. You're going to love season 2. It's about to get real. Buckle up and hop on whoever's bandwagon you think will ride until the wheels fall off. Okay. And she also says, season 2, hurry up and air. When the Real Housewife fans see this, OMG, the trailer was good, but y'all haven't seen anything yet. I'm a peaceful person, but those who want to play silly games will win silly prizes. She also said, I think all of these girls definitely passed last semester of Bravo University. Clearly, some study drama, some study fashion, some study anger management with a minor in psychology, and some, belong on this bus with a chaperone. Okay? You'll see. Hashtag RHO Dubai. And then she also tweeted out one last thing. I give one student an A. Oh, girl, not and. It's supposed to be AN. A-N. An A for effort, but I'll make sure I flunk her in reunion. Hashtag RHO Dubai. You haven't learned your lesson yet, sweetie. So she's trying to get the traffic, you know how you're trying to get the fans engaged and geared up for when your season starts. And I can see, I understand it. Because I'm not crazy about Dubai. I just, and speaking of Dubai, my best friend is going there next week for spring break. She works with the Border Ed, and they get their spring break next week, and she's going to Dubai, y'all. So yeah, but that was a sidebar. Anyway, Caroline Brooks is just trying to get the fans engaged. A lot of people are saying the trailer was kind of like lackluster. I don't know. I tried to give Dubai a try. Even with, I think when Phaedra came on, folks thought that, she was going to move the ratings a little bit. It just didn't work. So I'm going to hang in there. I'm going to come back again for season 2, but I don't know. It doesn't do it for me. I like, I try to support, I'm a Housewives fanatic. So I try to, but Dubai don't. Let's head on over to the Real Housewives zone. Let's talk about Lisa Rinna, because she's admitted that facial fillers were not good for her after critics slammed her look. So let's get into this article courtesy of the Real Housewives zone, okay? Lisa Rinna knows she may have overdone it with cosmetic fillers. She was criticized for her overfilled look earlier this week after a video breaking down her appearance went viral. The TikTok video shared by Nicole Smith, an aesthetic physician assistant, explained Rinna's cosmetic procedures, including her recent use of Skin Vibe injectables. Fans commented negatively about her appearance on the post. The comments prompted the reality star to speak out, admitting that the fillers did not complement her appearance as much as she had hoped. Skin Vibe is not for everyone, and it was not good for me, Rinna wrote in the comment section. Luckily, we could dissolve it today. Woo! In the viral video, Smith dissected Rinna's fillers by explaining exactly what she had done to keep her youthful glow. They placed too much fillers in the cheeks and mid-face. It completely throws off the full facial balance. With good injection techniques, your results should be undetectable. But why did she even touch her face? Her face was fine. But you know what they're saying about now with women and plastic surgery, that once you start, you don't stop. I recently seen Nene Leakes. Now, Nene Leakes looks good, but I don't think she should touch her face anymore. I think this is right here. She's perfect. She's fine. It's youthful. It's borderline, still looks like her, but but they say, once you start, you cannot stop. Like, you keep finding things that are wrong with you. And baby, Lisa Rinna, this is not it, okay? So let's get into another article, because she is stripping down, honey. She is stripping down on social media. She just did a campaign, her and her daughter, for Marc Jacobs. Let's get into this article. Lisa Rinna has made her mark on the world of designer fashion since departing the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But on Friday, the 60-year-old decided to strip naked on social media just hours after appearing in a Marc Jacobs campaign alongside her daughter, Amelia Gray Hamlin. Lisa completely topless in the saucy mirror selfie with nothing more than star emojis to protect her modesty. Oh, I got a spray tan last night for Miami, she captioned it. Rinna looks fresh-faced in the photo and seemed to have minimal makeup on. Yeah, she looks better. She looks better. She also warned fans about the Skin Vibe. She said, beware, you guys. Don't use Skin Vibe. Don't let any injectors say to you that it's going to just make your skin glowing and hydrated. They claim it's not going to add any volume. It absolutely adds volumes, she wrote. Oh, okay. Someone said she's starving for attention. I don't know. I mean, her body don't look bad. I'm going to say that. Her body don't look bad at all. And Rinna is what? She's 60-something years old. She looks okay. She looks okay. I mean, but I don't even know why she's taking her clothes off and pumping up her face. I thought she looked fine when she was on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But like I said before, they say once you start surgery, you just don't stop. It's like an addiction. And so hopefully this will make her stop, okay? So let's talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're going to stay on the Real Housewives zone. Sheree Whitfield is still waiting to hear her fate when it comes to returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Drew Sidora, however, looks to be returning. Sources tell RadarOnline.com that producers want to add a bunch of fresh faces to next season, but want to keep a couple of original members to anchor the show. The outlet said producers debated doing a reboot like Bravo did with Real Housewives of New York, but decided against a full reboot. However, sources say that Sheree Whitfield is at risk of being cut, but it does look like Drew Sidora will be coming back for another season if it all works out as planned. Only Porsha Williams and Kenya Moore are confirmed as returning for season 16. Confirmation of the full cast is said to be coming within the next few weeks. Your thoughts? I say keep Sheree. And I can't believe I'm saying this because, Sheree get on my nerve with that She by Sheree. I felt like Sheree had the biggest moment for She by Sheree and she dropped the ball. But I like Sheree. And I feel like she's more valuable to Roa than Drew, but I get them wanting to keep Drew Sidora because she is younger, and they want to get that younger demographic viewers in to watch the show. But I feel like we need Sheree. We need the Bone Collector. If anything, just make her a friend of. Sheree is pretty good. She can maneuver between, being a friend of on the show than full time. But I say keep OG Sheree on the show. I'm sorry. I really, and I think she will actually go after Porsha and this whole Simon Guobadia mess. Between Sheree and Porsha, they're going to ask, Sheree and Kenya, they're going to ask Porsha the questions that we want answered, okay? So for Drew, is she going to come back with Ralph? Because I told y'all already. I just feel like Ralph with the gaslighting, it's just cringe to watch these two on TV. So if we could get Drew with just her family and her business life, I'm good. I'm down. But if we just going to have Drew and Ralph again, and they're going to bring back Ralph because Ralph is like the eye candy. No, he is the eye candy because think about it. They got rid of Sanya Richards Ross. So we don't have Ross anymore. So we ain't got no eye candy. And we ain't going to have no married women on the show because Portia's going through a divorce. Kenya has a divorce. Drew, we don't know what's going on with that marriage. She claims they're separated, but we don't know. Sheree is divorced. So where are the wives? This show is going to be filled with a lot of unmarried women. I keep telling y'all, I want my Housewives show to be stacked with housewives. Now, you could have a single friend or two, but when it's half the cast, it defeats the purpose. We want to see housewives. We want to see women as wives and business women running the home, running the marriage, running the children, going on the girls' trip, nice dinners, everything that comes with it all. You understand what I'm saying? Let's read some of the comments. Someone said, I don't know why they keep bringing Sheree back. She's the Bone Collector. Someone said this show is dead. Porsha and Kenya cannot carry a show, then throwing in Drew crying over her divorce and fake lesbian storyline is a waste of time. Yeah, that's right. I forgot we ended the reunion, or we ended the season finale, season 15, with her being caught with the girl Ty. And now we don't even see her. When you see Drew, she ain't even with her woman, like her woman friend. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Someone said Drew has got to go, especially after that cringy performance at the last reunion. Yeah. Somebody said in Sheree's voice, respect the OG. Someone said, I don't want Sheree back. She's messy and tried to divide the cast. Bye. Ciao. Someone said at least Drew has a storyline. Do she? I don't think so. Someone else said, how the hell is Drew coming back after that love and hip hop style reunion performance? I thought it was a wrap. We haven't heard nada about that divorce since the reunion 8 months ago. But I bet we will start hearing some things in the coming weeks. Yeah. And then it's going to give us fake. You know what I mean? And we don't want fake. Okay, so let's talk about Porsha Williams since we're talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Dennis, Porsha Williams' baby daddy is out here being spotted with FALYNN Penner. Now, FALYNN is Simon's ex-wife, and so what it is that Dennis has, I don't know, Dennis and FALYNN work together. Well, he hired her to promote his Hennessy or his something. He got some liquor out. I don't know, y'all. I don't drink, so. But they have been spotted together, and his cognac, okay, it's called Nyack Cognac. Okay, so him and FALYNN went on Instagram together to promote a pop-up in Montgomery, Alabama, where Dennis was signing and giving away bottles of his Nyack Cognac. Okay. FALYNN was married to Simon from 2019 to 2021. Porsha and Simon got engaged in May 2021 and married a year later. While they have long maintained that their whirlwind romance began after Simon's marriage to FALYNN, who was Porsha's friend at the time, had ended, Porsha's cousin has claimed that she and Simon began their relationship while he was still married to FALYNN. Wait, Porsha's cousin has claimed that she and Simon began their relationship while he was still married to FALYNN. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that Porsha was Simon's side chick for a whole year before this whole thing broke with, before she met him, fake meeting him on the show. Remember when they met up at the pool? They came over to FALYNN's house and they met Simon at the pool and she fist bumped him. They said she already knew him. She was already talking to him. Dennis told FALYNN that they were already messing with each other. I think Porsha was messing with Simon while she was with Dennis, but then Dennis had cheated on Porsha while she was pregnant. So I don't know. Someone said, Lord, just go on ahead and bring her back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta real quick. That would be an epic season because this little triangle is crazy. But Dennis is not dating FALYNN. He's just using her as a promoter for his cognac. And then he's also being petty. Let's be real about it. Let's call a spade a spade. He's taking digs at Porsha, using FALYNN to support his business and plug his cognac. It's all to get at Porsha, and I don't blame him because Porsha, he did cheat on her while she was pregnant or after she had the baby. I can't remember. But Porsha has been pretty nasty and she's been moving really, really grimy. Okay. So, I'm here for the messiness, but y'all know Simon Guobadia, he resides in Pettyville. Let's head on over to reality blurb. Let's talk about Bethany Frankel. Bethany Frankel is opening up about ignoring the red flags early on in her relationship with her ex-husband Jason Hoppy on a recent episode of her podcast. She also admitted to suffering from massive trust issues and post-traumatic stress disorder following their years-long divorce on another episode. The Real Housewives of New York alum 53 revealed she overlooked warning signs and convinced herself to be with Jason while at a low, vulnerable part of her life. I wasn't really that into him, Bethany admitted on April 12th episode of Just Be Divorced. Now she got a podcast called Just Be Divorced. What happened to the one where she had all the reality stars coming on there, the ex ones, from Bravo, Trash and Andy Cohen? What, she got rid of that one? So the takedown of Andy Cohen is over. Now we moving on to Jason Hoppy, the ex-husband, and talking about the divorce. Girl, bye. I'm not even going to keep on with this mess. Girl, bye. This woman is funny. Listen, she had this big deal about Andy Cohen. She had this podcast. She was bringing on, she had Nene on there. She had one of the girls from the Pump Rules. Did she have, what's her name? Leah Sweeney? I don't think she had Lena Sweeney on it, but she was it was just all about, talking about her time as a housewives. And then all of a sudden she's giving it up. And now she's talking about Jason Hoppy. Okay, leave Jason alone. He hasn't been bothering you. Well, I don't know, because we don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but it seems like she's using her ex-husband Jason Hoppy for content right now, because you was on this rampage of going after Andy Cohen and exposing him. What happened to Reality Reckoning? This was supposed to be so big and so explosive that it was going to expose Bravo, Andy Cohen, reality stars, whatever, etc. And what happened to all of that? What happened? Anyway, let's talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac, baby, because the fans are threatening to boycott RHOP after the reunion. Spoiler sparks colorism accusations again. Ciao. Let's read this. The blogs are tuned in. As a Barb, I know this is the first step for fans in making shit shake. Now we need to follow through. Do not watch part 3 of the hashtag RHOP reunion or the clips on Instagram for at least 48 hours. Hashtag RHOP, hashtag boycott RHOP, stand on business for Candace. So there's a clip from part 3 of the reunion that came out, and it has Giselle questioning, or not questioning, she's blaming Wendy, Candace, and Deborah and Kiana for the brawl that happened at their fashion show. A lot of people was not here for it. So I'm going to play that clip, and then I'm going to read some of the comments. Okay, let's get into it, y'all.
I think Deborah, Candace, Wendy, Kay, everyone's responsible.
Wow. Y'all want me to be friends with this? Like, you want me to make up with this?
Well, what did I do?
Here you go again with these blanket statements.
That's how I feel.
What did Wendy
to do with that?
do in the physical altercation when each time you see me literally dodging not to get? So what did Wendy do?
She was in the group, but she was trying
I'll
to
take
stop
Wendy
it.
out of it. I'll take Wendy out of it.
She just on camera.
Ciao.
Took it back.
Okay.
She took back that Wendy's responsible.
So no.
But somehow Candace is responsible.
Trying to start a business and it being on TMZ for there to be a brawl is disturbing.
Yes.
Candace?
Yes.
Again, please repeat, because I don't want to quote you. Why did you call her a varmint? When did that happen?
After she walked up to me.
Right.
Cameras were down. We were standing around. I was standing there with my champagne, dancing, and she walked up to me, came from this direction, walked over, got right in my face, and said, "Do you have something that you want to say to me?"
I think Deborah.
Okay, so after that clip was released on social media, the fans lost their mind because they could not believe that Giselle sat up there and tried to blame the only black girls on the cast for the fight, when it was actually Ashley's fault, who brought the girl Deborah around. People are saying, why isn't Giselle not mad at Ashley? Ashley knew that Deborah and Candace had beef, and not really so much beef on Candace's part, but she knew that since, Candace has been swerving her, curving her and what have you, like we saw I think it was last season, where Deborah tried to ask her a question, and that's when she called her the Sesame Street character. And so since then, it has blowing up on the social media between Candace and Deborah. They have been going back and forth, but the folks are saying it's double standards, and they're calling it colorism, because here these light-skinned women are blaming the 3 black girls for a fight that they had nothing to do with it. They didn't invite her to the event. It was Ashley. It's Ashley's friend. Why are you blaming Candace and Wendy for a fight for someone that your business partner, who was being messy, decided to bring this girl around, and then this fight broke out? And then people are also mad at Andy Cohen because he questions Candace about the bottle. He's saying to her, would you have thrown the bottle in? And, first they're saying, the names that she called her were horrible. And Mia's like, oh, Candace, you can't call her that. That's why you got the drink thrown on you. Really? Really, Mia? Mia, you forgot that when Wendy and you were arguing in Miami about your marriage, you didn't like what Wendy said. So you threw a drink on her. So what are you saying? it's like they contradict themselves, and it's like the hypocrisy of it all. And so people are starting to say, they want this franchise boycott. Justin Colon, he's actually a big supporter of Wendy and Candace. He's saying boycotted #RHOP next season. Y'all need to not tune in because this shit is a mess. Someone else said, I feel like Andy shouldn't do the reunion. They need somebody who is going to hold Giselle ass accountable. Someone else said, honestly, we should boycott this upcoming episode. I feel like we hate watch part 2, making it the highest rated episode of the season. We should tune out on Sunday. Now, I feel like part 2 did well because Chris came out. And Chris shut it down when it came to Robin and Giselle. He shut Giselle down. He was like, okay, next question. Okay. Someone else said, I will not be watching unless both Giselle and Ashley are removed from the show. They're boring, proven liars, and extremely dangerous people who have garnered the favor of production at the expense of common decency. It's mental gymnastics keeping up with their agenda and mayhem. Someone else said, I'm generally am scared of people that are supporting Giselle and Robin. You mean after everything you watched, you still decided to support those women? I can't even have a back and forth with anyone supporting them. If you say they are this or that, okay, I believe you. So someone else said, Dr. Wendy and Candace are literally not safe in this environment. They are not respected or valued. This is disgusting, sad, and triggering. Never again, #RHOP reunion. Someone else said, I don't blame Candace for walking away from the show because I cannot believe I really just watched this clip. And besides Wendy, no one else, not even the damn host, tried to correct the foolishness that happened in this clip. Oh gosh, it's more. Someone said, honestly, I don't care how much I like Robin. F this entire cast for this. Candace did not do anything wrong, and to watch them sit there and blame her for this when someone approached her is deplorable. I'm disgusted with them, and I hope their next season fucking tanks. Okay. And then they have a screenshot of Robin laughing because during that clip, Candace gets emotional because she's like, you are actually blaming me for this woman coming to this event and provoking me. And my reaction is to protect myself because the girl threw a bottle on her and she had said to the girl, get away from me. I don't want to talk to you. Someone said when wanless Robin made this face while Candace was once again forced to defend herself against this colorist and callous cast, I knew there was no coming back for Potomac. Okay, so let's read some of the neighborhood talks comments. Someone said, definitely boycotting these colors gremlins. Enough. Jesus. Someone else said, all I'm gonna say is Nene wasn't lying. Yeah, a lot of people are saying, Andy Cohen is showing so much. He's given Giselle so much power over this franchise. Like, Nene did more for Roa, and she didn't even get anything out of it. She wanted to at least have a part in, because in the beginning, Nene did put the group together, Kim and Sheree and what have you. And I forget the other lady's name, and Lisa Wu, I forget the other woman's name. But it seems to me like Giselle has production in her pocket. Like, this reunion, they put her in second seat and they activated the shit out of her, and she came activated, baby. She was ready. I also question Karen. I feel like Karen, in that moment when she wanted to ask Candace again what she said to the girl, it was almost like, it's kind of like giving me Karen switched up a little bit for Giselle, because Karen, you called Giselle a hot box. You called her a whore from Hampton University. So you have hit below the belt. It's only because Giselle didn't hit you for saying these things, but she did call you a drunk. She did call you broke. So you guys do go below the belt. Y'all just don't go get physical with it with each other. But it seems like when Wendy and Candace say something, or they check, Giselle and Robin, it becomes an issue of being iced out, not wanting to move forward, not wanting to work things out. And the folks are just over it. Someone said the line is always moving. That's right. Someone else said start over completely. New host, GEB and Ashley gone, and a new production team who doesn't tolerate discrimination. Someone said, I'm done watching RHOP. Yes, they do. I believe production is the big issue here when it comes to Potomac. Like I said before, Giselle got the production people in her pocket. People are saying allegedly Giselle might have somebody at Bravo who she, because it's just too much one-sided for her. Everything is going her way. And I was listening to a YouTuber giving the real tea, and they was talking about this, and he was saying, just Candace and Monique, y'all did it again. Y'all made Giselle win. Monique left. Now Candace is leaving. And so Giselle is coming out on top. And I understand what he was trying to say. She has power, but for me, I would have stayed on the show. I would have been a thorn in her motherfucking side, okay? But I get it, Candace is young. She's trying to have a baby. She wants to act. She wants to sing. And so all of this here is a lot of stress on someone. And people are calling this, a toxic work environment for her. And I could see it. Someone said at Bravo, Andy allows this type of behavior. It's beyond me at this point. Robin is gone. Giselle needs to follow. To be the villain and be the hate-spewing victim when it's convenient is ridiculous. Okay, someone said, I don't understand why they don't understand. We stand with at Wendy Osefo and at the real Candace. Okay. Someone said at Giselle Bryant, she is the part of the main problem. And then someone else said, at Bravo Andy and at Bravo TV can go straight to hell with this shit already. Multiple franchises where black women are the main cast members, and this topic still can't be dealt with the correct way. The viewers are telling y'all what the fuck we're seeing. Listen to your audience. And a lot of y'all saying it's just disagreements. It's not. We've seen so many instances of colorism being portrayed season to season without repercussions. Can't keep allowing someone to get away with bad behavior, but hold the next accountable because it's popular to do so. Yeah, it's like, how come Candace and Wendy have to answer everything? They have to what did you mean when you said this? Why didn't you call Mia when you found out she was getting a divorce? What? Why are you asking me this? Andy Cohen acting like Wendy and Mia are close. We're not close. She barely spoke to me. She called my mother Crow. She threw a drink on me. Why do you think I didn't call her? And like Wendy had said, this whole divorce shit, I could have got my lick back, but I decided not to because she likes her, And it's like Andy was asking, to me it seemed like Candace and Wendy were in the hot seat the whole time. And I said, oh, so last season you split them up because we had the colors and claims back then. But this season you put them together and you put Karen on the opposite side because, last season, I think Wendy was sitting on the side with Ashley and Giselle. And I think Mia too. But anyway, I don't know. Someone said Giselle and Robin are not colorists. Stop with that narrative. They're just mean girls. Everything isn't about color. See, I thought they're mean girls also, but then they are also colorists because like Robin said, I've had issues with Ashley and Karen and it's not colorist then, but you moved on from Ashley. You moved on from Karen. You don't want to move on from Candace and Wendy, so that's why it looks like that. Someone said, I'm glad this is trending. These women made me sick playing in Candace and Wendy's face. Someone said, hashtag at Bravo, Andy allows this type of behavior. It's beyond me at this point. Robin is gone. Okay, I read that one. Let me read some more. Someone said, I'm so tired of this conversation. Everything isn't colorism when they disagree. Well, in this case it is. Okay. Someone said, my girl Candace needed real backup. Yeah, a lot of people were saying, why didn't Wendy back Candace up? Wendy was trying to defend herself. Wendy was shocked when Giselle said, I blame Candace and Wendy and Deborah. She was like, what? Someone said, yes, please boycott so the rest of us can watch in peace. Someone else said, yes, the gaslighting in this clip alone It's triggering. I'm tired of y'all not holding Giselle accountable. Child. So, someone said if it gets rid of Giselle, count me in. She's a very mean-spirited, cold person. Yeah. So that's what's going on with Potomac. They are being, they are trending. They're trending, and they're being boycotted. Well, people are threatening to boycott, the reunion tomorrow because they feel like this ain't it, Andy. This is not it. You need to shake this cast up. And I just it's unwatchable. Like I said before, I don't want to watch it anymore because I just feel like it's so one-sided that it's just awful. It's just awful. Potomac had so much potential to be, behind Roa, but I don't know. Someone said, watching the vast majority of hashtag RHOP fans unite in support for Candace while simultaneously dragging Giselle, Robin, Mia, Ashley, Andy, and Truly Original for filth for the past 12 hours makes me so happy. They truly deserve this lashing, and I hope it stings. Yeah. Someone said, before colorism infiltrated the Housewives franchise with hashtag RHOP, there were fun rivalries like the talls versus the smalls on RHOP. We used to be a proper country. I can't wait for the ATL ladies to return. Oh yeah, the talls versus the smalls was so cute on RHOP. When they went to Africa, it was Cynthia, Nene, Marlo versus I think Phaedra, Candy, Sheree, and Candy. Did I say Candy's name twice? So the fans are really they're behind this whole boycott, and they are behind Candace Dillard. They feel like she was treated bad this reunion, and I can agree too. Now they're saying that Wendy Osefo faked her her robbery at her house. I'm like, y'all just don't like these people. So we'll see what happens with Potomac. Right now, it's just like, Someone said, we can hoop, holler, and tweet till we blue in the face. But if y'all turn on y'all TVs to watch part 3, Bravo will only take that as bad publicity. It's still good publicity and continue on without making changes. It's time to stand on business. Hashtag boycott RHOP. Hashtag RHOP reunion. Okay. Someone else said, let's read a little bit more. And the fact that Andy is asking Candace what she might have done with a bottle instead of focusing on what actually did by inviting a wild Fraggle Rock character on the show to confront Candace. This was horrible. Yeah, I didn't understand why Andy was like, would you have thrown the bottle? Y'all Bravo has employed PORSHA Williams to be the face of RHOP. They are invested in this woman. Don't forget, PORSHA Williams dragged Kenya Moore off the chair by her hair. So when you want to question Candace with a bottle, maybe Bravo, y'all should look at yourselves. Teresa flipped the whole table and got rewarded. But Candace picking up a bottle to defend herself is so, oh my God, it's like they pick and choose who they feel should be violent, should get away with being angry. This girl really, do she have a mouth on her? Yes. But that doesn't mean she deserves to be harmed because of the things that she says out of her mouth. If you can't go shade to shade, round for round, pound for pound, then maybe you shouldn't be on a reality TV show, okay? So anyway, y'all, Potomac. So we'll see what happens with the ratings for part 3 of the reunion, okay? We're going to come back and talk about it some more because it's a hot topic. Okay? All right, y'all. That's all I got. This was All Things Housewives. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for listening to the Goodness Gracious podcast. Bye, y'all. Bye.